got an update for my Pinion hardtail bike that I'm going to be building, and I just received a package, and I believe it's the gearbox. So you're going to be with me for the unveiling of whatever's in this package. I do believe it is the Pinion gearbox and maybe a couple of little things. So let's go ahead and take a look. All right. This is really exciting for me because this is the first real something that I have purchased for bike building fabrication in quite a while now. Oh, yep, it's BPL. So let's see here. And okay, this is the North Shore billet. They do the cranks, and let's see what we got here. This should be, oh yeah, this is really nice. These are 160 millimeter cranks. Oh, very nice. Nice finish. Kind of has a machined groove. Well, definitely machined because this is a hog out. For those that don't know what that means, it's a piece of aluminum, a billet, and it's about that thick. If you can get an idea of how thick that is. So it'd be from the bottom here to somewhere above the arch here, and then it's hogged out, meaning that the mill machine will come through and remove all that material out of a solid piece of aluminum. All right, and so you can tell that at least in Boeing it was called a buy to fly, basically. So you buy a chunk of material and then you hawk it out, and then you do your math and figure out how much material you keep versus what you cut and throw away. So it's definitely more than a 1 to 2. It's probably like a 1 to 2.5 buy to fly. So I mean, that's a lot of material that's removed. All right, a little up close. Very nice. And you can see the grooves in here in this pocket. That's just a small end mill that has gone through and carved out that pattern in there. So there's a little bit of craftsmanship going on here. They thought about this. They could have just hogged that out and left it a smooth, polished finish like the rest of the material on the edges here, but they left the design in there. Very nice. Oh yeah, when you see the reflection, yeah, I like it. Can you see that? Let's see. Get a change in the. Yeah, I like that. All right. So far, it's looking good. And they came with 10 caps too. Shifter cable and the attached point piece for the gearbox. So I'll be interested to see how that works. This looks like the gears, cogs. This looks like it might be the rear cog. So I'm going with a belt drive. Let's see, this looks like a 32 tooth. So this goes onto the crank itself up front. Drivetrain for my cranks will come off here. This will butt up against the Pinion gearbox. Nice looking black finish. Very nicely done. Gates does a good job. Yeah. I think that's no, this is steel, so a little bit of heft. All right. keep that in its package so I don't scratch it all up like I always do on my stuff. I've never been very good at keeping things pristine, so let's do our best here for right now until I get it out to the shop, and then I can drop it or something, you know. And then, oh yeah, okay, this would be the back cog, and this one's a 34. Yeah, and it's polished aluminum. I actually thought that the other one was going to be polished aluminum too, or polished. This actually feels like aluminum, but very nice, very nice. This is going to look good. All right. Oh, and here's the strong back that I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Excuse my language, but this is. This feels overkill. This is pretty hefty. Now, this is probably where the majority of the weight of the frame is coming into, because that is chunky. I mean, look at that. But you can see the attach points for the Gates gearbox right in here. 2, 4, 6. I don't know if you saw that. 2, 4, and 6. Drain hole. Looks like a lightning hole right here. Another lightning hole here. Now, when I say lightning holes, it's not for lightning strikes or anything like that, or grounding. It's called lightning, as in the way of lightening the material up. So you don't need this material here, you get rid of it. So that's exactly what they did during the manufacturing fab process, is they lightened this up so that it's not as heavy as it would be otherwise. Although these lightning holes are pretty small. Oh, nice. I'm definitely going to clean that up though. Looks like this looks like cast almost. Interesting. I could do that. Interesting. Not only that, could probably lighten this up quite a bit by doing a different type of manufacturing. Do like a beam, a small I-beam on the sides here, and then do a truss coming across to pick up these holes here, and that would probably lighten it up quite a bit. And well, okay, all right. So those of you that have always poo-hooed grip shift and all that kind of stuff, I don't know if you know this or not, but I was a grip shift fan for years and years and years and years. And it wasn't until just recently that I decided to go back to the trigger push thumb shifters. I don't know. I still like the ability to do rapid shifting with the grip shift, because you can dump them all at once or you can pull them all up at once. Well, so Pinion uses a grip shift, so I'll be going back to grip shift now, at least for this build. This is actually a pretty light. It's pretty light. It's pretty smooth too, not bad. It's not indented, and there's no springs in here. That's why it has a 2 cable. I'm surprised that they haven't done something like with the grip shift on SRAM. A little close up here. $60, $40, $90, $30, $10. Interesting. Adjustment barrel. I wonder how expensive this would be to replace. You know, I've never broken one of these, or a grip shift, in the last 10 years, but I did early on. I used to break 1 or 2 every year or so. So it'd be interesting to see how long those last. All right, oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Now, I will be weighing this, and I'll let you all know what this comes out to be. It's substantial. You know, I'm going to weigh this and compare it to a cassette, a 12-speed cassette system, and maybe even the cranks. I'll have to compare the cranks to each other too. Oh, don't want to forget this. Oh, one last thing, locking ring for the chain ring. But all right, so here's the Pinion gearbox. Oh, and it came with, so I didn't have to buy that. No, okay, that's a little interesting because although it was only 16 bucks or something like that, I thought I needed to buy this separately because it said it didn't come with anything other than the gearbox, and that's not true. It comes with the cables and everything that's needed to start shifting. I'm kind of curious. You can hear the ratcheting in there. And that feels kind of stiff. So a lot more internal friction. I mean, I've had cranks that were about this stiff, but that was because I probably over-cranked them. Get it? I'm clever. Anyway, all right, so there you have it, my Pinion gearbox. And I'll lay it all out later on and I'll let you all see it. Alrighty, I'm excited. All right, stay tuned.